What's up, everybody? It's HBT with Straight Up Wrestling Show, guys. Here live, man. Here live in the midst of this. I wasn't going to do this, but I decided to go ahead and do it. And right now we have John Cena in there with Logan Paul. And this right here is a little bit behind probably a few of y'all because I was watching this on my laptop and I see on my TV it's behind. But guys, hey, I am here and we're going to rock it out for the rest of the hour. Hey, appreciate you coming in. And as you come in, definitely hit that like, share, join. If you're over on Facebook, like, share, join. YouTube, like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell, ding, 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 so you know we're on like times like these. Same thing on Twitch and on X, formerly known as Twitter. Like, share, tweet, and retweet. Definitely come on in. Alma Clark is in the building. Alma says, what's up, Harry and Christopher? How are y'all doing this evening? I'm doing pretty good, resting up some before I go cook dinner, watching SmackDown. And Dallas versus Atlanta. Okay, cool. Alma, cool. Alma Clark in the building. All right, guys, I'm gonna go over to Facebook and see if I can make some, do a little bit of sharing over there.
Greatest of all time. If you think for 1 second, in my final moments here, I'm just gonna let you all sit in Paris with your drone behind you, just some backflipping YouTuber selling salt water, you in for a long night.
Man, he killing him, man. He is killing Logan Paul.
Clash in Paris, you will either understand what it means to give up yourself to this business I love, or I'm gonna beat the ever-loving shot out of you.
Oh, snap. It's got me cracking up, guys. Oh, snap. Man, he pushing Logan Paul around like they out on the streets, man. Like we used to do back in the playground. Oh, snap. Swung at it, miss. Oh, snap. Bam. Okay, score Atlanta 3, Dallas 14. All right, second quarter. Okay, B90. All right, Alma Clark says. Wow. All right, guys. Hey, look, man, so far from what I've seen on SmackDown has been pretty good. I decided to come on a little bit late, guys. I wasn't going to come on because I'm very sore, guys. Yesterday helped a friend move. Man, I can't believe how sore I am. I really can't. And, yeah, me and another friend helped a friend move who moved here from Florida. They'll move back here from, moving back from Florida. And, man, it was rough. It was rough. So my body is kind of shut down, man. I'm very sore. I can't believe how sore I am. But, the way he had his truck, away from the house. So we walked everything in, and he had a full truck, man, the biggest truck you can get from U-Haul. So we walked so much stuff, walked so much stuff up into that garage from the street. And just, wow, don't wore me out big time, man. Very sore from that. Can't believe how sore I am, but, hey, it finally hit me. So, yeah, I just didn't feel like doing anything today. Been very tired, guys. All right, we got Jade and Tiffany out here. Got everybody. Hey, I hope they can do something with these two to make everything look good. Tiffany definitely needs someone that can, give her a good feud to pretty much establish her and establish her reign. She needs somebody that can give her, something special. So hopefully they can build something with that since they want to look like they're going to keep Jade involved. We'll see. We'll see what comes out of it. These boys look like they're in high school, the Street Profits. Coming out here looking like high school kids, man. I'll say, hey, high school teenagers or whatever. All right, I'm taking these glasses off. All right. Oh, snap. Double A on Logan Paul, gone gangster. Yes, he is. I hear you, Alma. Let me go and see if I can send this out to a few people, let people know that HBT is in the house. Straight Up Wrestling Show is on. Let me let some people know that. So give me a moment here.
epic performance that no one will ever forget. WWE Survivor Series San Diego. Tickets on sale now.
All right. My man Richard Hood is in the building. What's up, Richard Hood? Richard says, hello, Harry. How you doing, Richard? McCall says, I know, right? Friday Night Lights. Yes. Yes.
One line of unlimited 5G is now $40, period. And a free Samsung 5G phone only at Metro. New crafted flats from Pizza Hut are just $5 each till 5 p.m. Choose from 5 handcrafted recipes you won't want to share. And you don't have to. The new crafted flats, just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close, only at Pizza Hut.
Turn up your summer with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea fans love the smooth, refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Deb, what happened to the evil wizard? You're still thinking about the Bills game, huh? Try this.
All right.
Better?
Okay.
Oh, Josh. Jason.
Richard said, good, and how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, Richard. Like I said, I'm sore. Helped my friend yesterday move into his house. He had so much stuff, man, and we had a good walk. He wasn't parked into the garage. I wish we would have turned the truck around. I should have did it myself. Went ahead and turned the truck around. That way we could have took everything straight into the garage. But we walked from the street, taking everything up in there, man. And it's just like, wow. And everybody figured that I was the strongest guy out there. So I got the biggest things. So I got the biggest stuff to pretty much take in. Besides, we was helping each other with certain things, but certain things, that was big and that was heavy, they could go by one person. They was having me do it. But man, so I am flat sore, brother.
Hey, brushing besties.
Yes, it is, Richard. Big time. Big time.
Girl, this one works. Dr. Torres? Guys, you need to try Crest Bridging White Deep Stain.
But yeah, once again, I appreciate everybody coming in. And right now, guys, from what I've seen so far, the first match, we had the tag team match in Motor City Machine Guns. I always want to call them the Motor City Madman because there used to be a tag team called the Motor City Madman. Those two guys was taking on, who did they take on, guys? The Motor City Machine Guns. Wow, I can't even think of who's in that match. I mean, I know who's in the match, but I can't even think. Carmelo Hayes and The Miz. That was a pretty good match. And then we had a match between Charlotte Flair and Piper Niven, which was a good match. Besides, even with all the interference or whatever, it still was a good match. And now we have what's going on. Now we have the John Cena face-to-face with Logan Paul. That was very good. And we've had some very good, very good little backstage little segments. We definitely have had that so far. So far, in my opinion, outside of all the commercials, guys, we've had a good show so far. Yes, they got to have commercials, but they definitely overdoing it. I think I saw 3 pieces of commercials within the first commercial. So, it's flat out crazy. Man, Logan is kind of tall. He's kind of close to Drew's height here. And hopefully my man Mag Magnum will show up. Mag, I think he's still in hospital. He might have been released. But either way it go, everybody keep Mag Magnum in your prayers. Keep Alma Clark in your prayers. Keep all our people in your prayers. When it boils down to it, let's pray for each other. Let's keep each other strong, man. Let's keep each other going. But I appreciate everybody coming in here rocking with Straight Up Wrestling show. My girl Alma Clark says it's crazy here in Wichita Falls, Texas. Hotter in hell. Bike ride here this weekend, blocking off downtown for tomorrow. Bike ride, usually around 12,000 plus. Pack the Impact Center and the Delta Hotel. Okay, B90. All right. Okay. All right, we got the Clash in Paris, guys. Got that Clash in Paris. It's going down. All right. But yeah, like I said, look, man, we have wrestling. We have wrestling, pizza, hot wings, and auto parts. What else do you want? Straight up. Straight up. Here come the MTs. MFT. Okay. Team beginning to look a lot better, man, but hey, they still look like a C+ unit to me. Yes, sir. Great combination. Yeah, the team, you know, as far as that team goes, if you talk about Solo Sikoa and guys, they beginning to look better as a unit, guys. They really are. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that they are anything great. They still way below notches. I'm talking about notches upon notches below the original bloodline. But it looked a little bit better than what it did when it first started out. I will say that. My girl Christine Saucy Girl says, evening, and how's everyone doing? Thank you, Harry. Doing pretty good, Christine. She says, even and all, how's everyone? Thank you, Harry. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good, Christine. I think everybody's doing pretty well tonight. And, hey, we got football going on tonight. I was watching a little bit of high school football, guys, in between wrestling when it started off. Then I decided to go ahead and do wrestling and say, hey, while I'm watching wrestling, even though I'm sore and all that, might as well come on and rock with the Straight Up Wrestling family. Nice drop kick by Andre Dawkins, guys. He got up. All right, here comes Montez Ford. Nice drop kick by Montez Ford. B-Fab. I have to give it to her. She's looking pretty good out there. Still not a fan of her wrestling, but I'm not gonna deny. I'm not gonna deny her look. She's a looker, but still, when it comes to that, most of these females in the WWE, even the bigger ones or whatever, hey, all of them got looks. All of them look pretty good. JT Mateo. Okay, double thrust under the neck of Montez Ford. Oh, nice kick from Montez. Okay. Nice recovery. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, nice insecurity right there from Montez Ford. Boom, kick right there in the chest from Montez. Because you know they're going to have to fight the numbers either way it go. Wow, oh my gosh. Shoulder right into the turnbuckle. I mean, into that outside turnbuckle. That's not good. It's not good at all. Richard says, watching my Atlanta Falcons taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, sir. Yeah, and girl Alma Clark, she commented on that too. Alma lives in Wichita Falls, so she's right there in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and she's watching. So Dallas is her team, Richard. Yours is the Atlanta Falcons. So we have both y'all in the comments right now. Pretty interesting. You had JC Mateo pretty much going off on Montez, kicking him in the chest there.
Now with dust busting strips, it removes even built up dust. Swiffer Duster Heavy Duty. Love it or your money back.
All right. Christine says, hello, Alma. How are you doing? How are you doing?
Texas toast and DQ signature country gravy for just $7.49. For crunch time, it can only be the DQ chicken strip basket.
At Domino's, we don't think paying around $6.99 for a burger adds up. Because you can pick 2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for only $6.99 each. And that adds up to a whole lot more.
You still got picture in picture right here on this Domino's pizza ad. My man Mag Magnum is in the building. Mag has arrived. Mag says, greetings, Harry, in the Straight Up Wrestling universe. The hospital, all right, pardon me for good behavior yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, so my man Mag Magnum is out of the hospital, guys, and already done mentioned that as we came in. Definitely keep Mag in your prayers, guys. I mean, he's out and everything, but like I said, hey, we're praying for Mag Magnum. We're praying for Alma Clark. We're praying for each other, guys. Let's keep each other strong. Let's keep each other going and keep each other in our prayers and thoughts, man. And let's keep on doing our thing. Straight up. All right, Mag says, thank you, everybody, for your thoughts and prayers. Bless you all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, my gosh, man. We got it. We got it all. Like I said, we got it all, guys. What else can we ask for, man? We have pizza, wings, and auto parts. What else do you want? And Liberty Mutual, you know, insurance companies. Speaking of Liberty Mutual, I was talking to those people today, a little bit earlier. All right. Boom. Okay, clothesline. Nice flying elbow smash from JC Mateo. Man, it's just too many of these guys, man. Too many of these MFTs. Really is. So I don't know how good I feel about Street Profits chances. All right, Richard Hood says prayers. We appreciate that, Richard. Prayers to you too, my brother. All right, Christine Saucy Girl says Titans and Vikings are also playing along with the Chiefs and Bears. Okay, yeah, I was watching high school football, guys, a little bit earlier. I was on ESPN. I was watching American Heritage versus, who was American Heritage playing? They're playing St. Joe's out of PA and American Heritage out of Florida. You know, which, like I said, I used to watch a lot of high school football. One thing about high school football now is it seems like they're playing every time that something's going on with the WWE. So I'll try to watch some tomorrow. Okay, JC Mateo, wow. That was nice. All right, Christine says, hey, Mag, good to see you.
Montez Ford had to be impressed by that explosive athleticism from JC Mateo, although he may not be appreciating it right now.
Oh, he tried that elbow smash again, went to the well one too many times. It looked like Montez was ready for him. But JC made the tag first. Oh, come on, Montez. You need to get over there. Okay. All right, nice elbow smash right there from this dude, man. I can't even think of his name. Man says, greetings, Christine. Christine got the split going on with the Chiefs games and SmackDown. Cool. It come. Oh gosh. Yeah, nice clotheslines right there from Angelo Dawkins. Need to rail that back a little bit, man, and get a full extension and get some lariats with that nice flying elbow smash from Angelo Dawkins. Guys, I want to call him Demetrius. I definitely want to call him Demetrius Cousins so much because he does look like Demetrius Cousins, basketball fame. Okay, nice insecurity right there from Angelo Dawkins. Like I said, once again, I almost called him Demetrius Cousins, guys. Okay, got the tag with Montez Ford. Okay. All right, Richard said, Harry, have you checked out a large new stadium that Buford High School has in Georgia? Yes, sir. I saw that game. I saw the game last week. Or was it sometime during this? Was it Monday night? Or what? I saw the game. That was the first high school game of the year. And Buford, Buford has had a great program for a long time. And, yeah, I checked that game out. Them against who was they going against? Merrifield? No. Gosh, I can't even think of who they was going against, but it's a real good team in Georgia too. But yeah, they Yeah, that stadium is straight, man. I love that stadium, Richard. I think when they put $60 million, they paid for that. Had it built, and yeah, they're gonna do a lot of other things there. But yeah, man, big ups to Buford, because Buford definitely deserve it, man, because they've been great for like the past 20, 25 years in football, and and they bring the people, they bring the fans out. Goodness sake. Wow, man, he beating the crap out of doggone Jimmy. Jimmy going to fight that boy. Okay, Sami Zayn. Okay. Cool. Well, oh my gosh. Luva kick. So Street Profits could end up winning this, guys. Give them the best chance here. Boom. Nice, Montez. Nice. Boom. Nice. Wow. That's a nice splash right there. All right, the Street Profits got the win, guys. I like this match. Oh, man. I'm trying to give it 3 stars, guys. I have 2.5 stars from what I saw. And then, we had all the commercials. We had the interference. We had all that stuff. So I got it up around 2.7. But I think I'm going to go ahead and give it 3 stars. I'm going to bump this one. I'm going to bump this one. All right, Max, that's Christine Saucy Girl. Good to see you, too. All right, Malachi Black. Well, Aleister Black. We see Aleister Black in the back. Calling him Malachi. Okay, Crawford versus Canelo. Can't wait to see that fight, guys, and I think I'm going to be screening that thing live. All right, Christine Saucy Girl, the split screen is awesome. I've gotten spoiled by it. Yeah, but I think I'm going to watch that fight live, guys, and I'm going to do that here on Straight Up Wrestling show site. It's going to be a special show. But I'm definitely going to do that, and I'll do all the undercard that they have, too. All right, Max says, forgive me, Harry, but how are you recovering from the accident? I'm doing well, Mag. I'm feeling better than ever. I feel like my old self outside of yesterday. Like I said, yesterday, helping our friend move took a lot out of me, man. So I wasn't gonna do it tonight, but I decided, I was sitting there eating. I decided to go ahead and do it. I said, look, hey, I'm gonna continue watching SmackDown. Might as well go ahead and finish it up with the crew and everything. So with the universe, with the family. So I decided to come on, man. But thanks, Mag, for asking that. But yeah, I have recovered, man. I feel basically myself. Thank God for that. All right, Richard said, Harry, who had the hardest punch in the industry? Hardest punch in the industry. You talking about boxing? Now, if you talking about boxing, or you talking about wrestling? Now, I don't know which business you talking about, but if you talking about boxing, if we're going by weight divisions, now we can go by weight divisions. Now, if you want to go weight divisions, like say let's start at heavyweight. Okay, let's start at heavyweight. You got, I say, the contenders of the last 50 years. I'm gonna say is Ernie Shavers. Let's see, George Foreman and Mike Tyson. And pound for pound, I'm gonna have to go with Tyson on that. Let's see. Even though his punches are lumbering. They're lumbering punches. That's what they were. Boom, boom. It can tear you up. He really never sat down. He sat down on his punches, but he never really had. They didn't explode they didn't explode off of him, off of his body, throwing those punches as hard as he could have gotten into them. I think he was kind of, what's the word? I think he was kind of content with hitting people with those lumbering punches. I don't think I probably in his whole career, he probably hit that thing solid maybe 20% of the time. But if he would have put them all together, man, he could have really hurt a lot of people. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to go with Tyson because Tyson, he was solid. He was solid his whole career until he got away from, until he got away from the guys who should have been training him. Put it that way. And Ernie Shavers, man, he might have been a harder puncher than both of them, to tell you the truth. Ernie Shavers he ran out of gas all the time, and Ernie's chin was suspect. He was suspect, really wasn't suspect, but it was suspect if the fight went on too long. So, yeah, I'm going to roll with Tyson, George Foreman, and then Ernie. Or should I go Tyson, Shavers? I think I'm going to go Tyson, Shavers, then George Foreman. George had the potential for the hardest shots. Just put it that way. He just, like I say, George was just kind of just lazy with it. Boom, boom, boom. He was great finisher and everything, but to a certain extent, he was lazy with his punches. He didn't go for the kill. Now he did that against Joe Frazier. He really went for it. He really punishing Joe. But still, even in that fight, he did not. He could have really just killed him, man. He should have been a one-hitter quitter, but he was kind of like a 8 punch quitter. But he should have been a one-hitter quitter, no doubt. What?
No, I'm sorry. My bad. I flew to Dublin, Georgia, and not Dublin, Ohio. I didn't even know there was two places with Dublin in it.
This joke is tripping.
And I ended up in Dublin, Georgia. My bad, but I made a call to one of my good friends, Alex DeBlack. Never fret. Say hello to my little friend.
Man, that was crazy. That is crazy right there. Oh wow, Damian Priest. Yeah, I'm gonna have to roll with that 2.5 too. I definitely want to go 3 stars. I think I went ahead and pushed it up to 3. I can go 3. Let's just put it that way. But really 2.5. But I can go 3. This should be a good matchup here. Almost says nice win. Street Profits 2.5 stars. 17-10 Dallas leading halftime. So almost Dallas Cowboys is beating my man Richard Hood's Atlanta Falcons. All right, Mag said this match gets 2.5 3 stars. Yes, sir, Mag. It was a good match. Christine said, glad you did. Goodness sake. These some bad boys here. They should be a tag team. Richard Hood, Harry, I'm sorry, brother. I didn't know you were in an accident. Yeah, I was in a car accident, man. It wasn't, it was a motorcycle sideswiped me. Pretty much could have hit me in the back, but he tried to go around. Well, I thought he was trying to go around, but he was fishtailing, and he hit me from the side. And he had 2 kids on that bike, 4 and 5 years old. I'm just happy that they're okay. But I was okay, and then for like 3 weeks, I had a slight concussion. It wasn't the same. I just wasn't the same, and I was off balance and everything like that. So it wasn't good. But I'm back. I'm back. Ended up going to the emergency room a couple weeks later because I didn't go that night. Hey, I was worried about those kids, and I wanted to stay there with my, my car and everything till the highwayman, how everything went down. But hey, I was okay and everything, man. And I talked to a friend of mine who is a doctor. And she was like, hey, you done made it this far. After a few days, she said, nothing really bad happened, so you should be okay. But, like I said, 2 weeks later, I went and checked it out, and they said everything was good news. There was nothing, no bleeding in my head, nothing out of place or anything like that. Everything was looking good. So, hey, man, thank the Lord I got this big head. Because, every time I get in an accident or whatever, I'm usually good, but I did have a slight concussion. Last time I was in a wreck, man, I let the guy go. I wish I wouldn't have had a bad concussion for like a year or two. It wasn't good. My head was hurting all the time. I never had headaches before. Never had. And I went for like 4 years after that, recovering from that concussion. No more headaches like I did, as far as growing up. And then I was getting headaches here with this accident. And I told the lady, I said, look, people from Liberty Mutual, which I talked to them today. I never did get headaches. That's one thing I never got. So, yeah, it definitely came from the accident. And they saw it, too, from the police, not police report, but from my doctor's report, and they said, yeah, he got a headache that happened at the accident. Not a headache, but I have a concussion that happened from the headache. So, and it was still lingering on 2 weeks later.
More time with the thing you value more in this entire world, the WWE Championship.
Man, that shit. I wanted that match to end. Good. I mean, I wanted that match to continue, and I wanted it to end in the ring. I'm talking about McIntyre, not McIntyre. I'm talking about Malachi Black, Aleister Black, wow, and Damian Priest. I wanted to have that match end in the ring.
I'm taking that bloody title.
But it's all good though. But so far, I think SmackDown's been pretty good. Raw was decent. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but it was decent. And I see everybody online just dogging it out, man. All right. But Richard, I'm good, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, Richard said boxing. I got you. But yeah, that's just heavyweight. Now in the lower divisions, I guess you can look at. Oh shoot! Randy got him. Boom! RKO. Yeah, because as far as wrestling, who had the hardest punches or the hardest shots, I got to give it Chief Wahoo McDaniel number one. Then I'm going to go with Ronnie Garvin. Then I'm going to go with, after Ronnie Garvin, I'm going to go with Ricky Steamboat. Ricky Steamboat, when he wanted to lay in some shots, he can lay in some serious shots. So that's my top three there. Unless I include somebody from AWA, WWE, but right now, just going with NWA people. Let me think of in boxing, the lower divisions. What's that guy's name? Man, yeah, he's a killer. James Johnson. No, what the heck is? I can't even think of his name right now. But you got to put Pacquiao in the top 5, top 6 as far as small guys ever, as far as the hardest hitters. Tommy Hitman Hearns, Roberto Duran, Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Costa Zoo, man. Costa Zoo. Those are my top 5. I'm gonna know Costa Zoo. One guy I can't. Jackson. His last name Jackson. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about, Richard Jackson. Man, he was just devastating. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Tommy Hearns. Manny Pacquiao. Can't think of Jackson, his first name. And I'm going to throw Ike Quartey in there, too. Ike Quartey was devastating. Sugar Shane Mosley. Had a man. He'll tear you up with a shot too. I got to put Shane in that top 10 as far as the lower weight divisions, guys. Ike Quartey, man. As far as some of these guys, I had some light heavyweights there that I'm thinking of. I can't even get that name off the top of my head. Prince Nassim Hamed, man, just a killer, man. Knock your head completely off. But Marco Antonio Barrera just pretty much ended him. He finished him, in which I think Nassim Hamed should have took that loss in stride and came back, but he didn't. Kevin Kelly was pretty good too, as far as his punching power. But you have a lot more. You have a lot more that I didn't name. I mean, I can go back to Willie Pep and a lot of these other people, but I'm just gonna go from the 70s on up. Okay, not gonna dig into the 60s, because I dig into the 60s, then I'm looking at Sugar Ray Robinson and a lot of those guys. And I mean, if you want to go heavyweights, Sonny Liston was a heck of a doggone, heck of a puncher. Rocky Marciano was don't matter what, doesn't matter his competition, but Rocky Marciano was a hell of a puncher. Somebody who used his whole entire body. So yeah, he was devastating. All right, Richard Hood, Joe Frazier punch was like a bee sting. Yeah, man. Joe Frazier, I forgot. Yeah, I should have mentioned him. All I can talk about is him getting beat up by George Foreman. But yeah, Joe Frazier was definitely a strong puncher, man. I mean, very solid.
These are my teeth. A few overlap.
Others are
Oh, Rocky Winkle said, "Oh, hey, man, I'm sorry I'm late." That's okay, Rocky Winter, my man. Rocky Winter is in the building. Glad you came and joined us. All right, Richard said, Rocky Winter says, "I want some wings." Yeah, they make you want some wings. They made me want some wings Monday night. Ate some yesterday. All right, Richard Hood says, "Is that snap on the end of the punch that gets you?" Yeah, the snap can get you. To get somebody with a good snap, Richard, that punch has to be very fast. It has to be fast, and it has to be, when I'm talking about fast, it has to have the quickness to get you when you're not looking. That's the only way you get somebody with a snap punch, is get somebody when they're least expecting the punch to come. It's the ones that you don't see with those snap punches. But a solid punch is going to get you. It don't matter if you see it or whatever. A solid punch, somebody that sits down on a punch, and it's not just sitting down on your punch. You can sit down on your punches and still throw arm punches or, sling your punches. You got to have somebody who can sit down on a punch and that's strong enough, know how to use their body and put the whole punch, put their whole body into the punch. And that's one thing, like when I, train people, whatever, I was teaching them, like we would be, like whether I was at a punching bag, or we would use different methods, showing them how to punch. It was always in close quarters, showing them how to punch in close quarters. Pow, and they was amazed at how much power I was getting out of those shots. But that's what you have to learn to do, is because sometimes you're going to get into those close fights, rather on the streets. And everybody I taught to fight, not to box, because everybody ain't going to be a boxer. Most people that you train not going to be a boxer. So you teach them how, like if they're going to get in a confrontation on the streets. So everybody in close quarters when they fighting. So in close quarters, what are you going to do? Especially the females that I taught who thought they couldn't punch hard until, like I say, I showed them different techniques and say, hey, you got to be able to put your entire body in there, into that punch. Doesn't mean that everybody going to have, solid or very strong shots, but you're going to maximize your effort and you're going to get out everything that you have. Because I've seen big people, man, huge people, just with the softest punches. And, and people thought, he's just a big joker. He can't punch or whatever. And then I taught them how to punch using their bodies. But yeah, when it boils down to it, your fists, punching power is God given. But can you improve it? You can improve it. But as far as somebody that just have it, some people just have it, man. You can find the skinniest guy in the world that just knock your head off. Because like I say, God gave him that ability, man. He gave him that punch. And it's just, but, one thing about some guys that can punch, they can't take a punch for the most part, and that will befail them. You fail because of that. Rocky Winter says R-Truth is funny as hell. Yes, he is, man. He cracks me up. Matt says Priest versus Aleister Black should be good. Yes, we didn't get to see all of it. Made me mad. Richard said Tyson was the hardest hitter in my opinion. Yes, sir. That's why I got him at number 1. Ernie Shavers was a knockout artist. Yep, I have him at number 2 or number 3. It's between him and George Foreman. And then I got to throw Sonny Liston in there as maybe my 4th. Oh, nice drop kick, baseline drop kick from Tiffany Stratton. Knocking Nia Jax off the ring apron. Richard Hood said your equilibrium was off. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Richard said, Harry, happy you are doing better. Yes, thank you, Richard. I am too, man. Appreciate it. I appreciate all of y'all. Everybody who gave me prayers earlier and all that. All right, Richard said, Wahoo would lay those chops in. Yeah, man. He was a killer, man. Just a flat out killer. Jack Johnson, no, not Jack Johnson, but you speaking of somebody who was very tough and very good with his punches, and he did it in close quarters, Jack Johnson. I'm trying to think of it. He was a lightweight, not a lightweight, but a light welterweight, and then a middleweight back in the 80s, early 90s. I can't think of his name, but I get it a little bit later on. But man, he was great. He was outstanding. Can't think of his name. Howdy, guys. My man Lucas said, howdy, guys. Matt McCallum, very good. Mike McCallum. Yeah, very good, but not Mike McCallum, but Mike is up in the top 12 as far as the lightweight guys. Not Mike, but you close. Julian Jackson. That's it, Julian. Yeah, Julian. I should have said, I'm about to say his first name started with J. I was going to call him Johnny or whatever, but Julian Jackson, one of the best, man, one of the best as far as punchers, a knockout artist that you ever was going to find. It's just that Julian, he was just missing something, man. He was missing something. And I think a lot of it had to do with focus, but I think Julian was messing with drugs and things like that, man. And I think he was just off, sometimes with the few times that he lost. But yeah, he just, man, he had it. He had it. He really did. He had everything. But hey, it is what it is. Lucas said, no, I think you are going to say no on the link. Well, we about to end the show, Lucas. The show is about over with. That's the only reason I'll say no. But next one we'll get you. But my man Richard, thanks, Richard. Richard said Julian Jackson, yes, sir. Julio Cesar Chavez, yeah. He was one of those guys, man. He can crack you with one shot. He really could. But Julio would have to get you in close quarters. Like he can jack your jaw. He really could with one shot. But Julio was one of those breakdown fighters that's going to break you down over time. If he's hitting you solid for 4 to 6 rounds, man, he's going to break you up, bust you up. It doesn't matter who you are. He's going to bust you up. He's going to hurt you bad. And you may not know that you're hurt because he's one of these guys to where he can get you where you're going to be. You have to sustain punishment. Now, if he wasn't hurt, he had got hurt in that Oscar De La Hoya fight. If he wasn't hurt up, man, and slowed down because he got hurt in that fight, oh, gosh, man, De La Hoya might have been in trouble. Or if he was a couple years younger, a few years younger, he would have hurt De La Hoya in that fight. But De La Hoya ate him up. But, I think, twice that he fought him? But Julio was, especially after the first fight, he had got hurt in that fight. And, I don't think he never was the same after that. Richard Hood says Sonny Liston had a crushing jab. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Goodness. Alma Clark says, what's up, everyone? Bootylicious baddie. Trick Bay Baby 90. All right, Alma. All right, here come a girl. I like Becky Lynch, too. Love Becky. All right. Boom. Okay. I like that from Jade. I like that. Oh, nice, Jade. Nice. Richard said Joe Louis. Oh, yeah, of course, Joe Louis, man. The Brown Bomber. Arguably the best heavyweight of all time. Whoa. Okay, nice elbow. Flying elbow into the corner. Jade Cargill. Jade, you're looking good. Don't mess up. Okay. Should have just turned back a little bit more. He got it with a back elbow instead of side. I know this ain't happening. Oh, snap. You ain't going to pin Becky like that. You got to, no, you're not going to pin Becky like that. Rich said Joe Louis had the 6-inch punch. Yes, he did. And I think him and Jack Johnson was the best at that. All right, Richard said, Lucas said, amen. All right, Lucas. Amen, my brother. Lucas said, you scare me. Okay, Lucas. Goodness sake, man. Jade is putting in some work. She looking good. All right, Lucas said, hey, away, man. Goodbye, Lucas. Have a good night, buddy. Lucas said, oh, man, goodbye. Yeah, I'm going to get you next time, buddy. Do you remember Simon Brown? Yes, sir. Simon Brown's okay. Okay. I just, really good, but I always focus on what slows these guys down, Richard. In any fighting situation, the boxers, just like I do the wrestlers, the same thing with the wrestlers, what they're missing. Oh, nice. Come on now. All right, that's good, guys. That's good. That was a good match. All right. I got between 2 and 2.5 stars on that. I was at 2.2, but I can move that over 2.3, maybe 2.5 stars. Max says, here's some names for you, Harry. Wilfred Benitez and Hector Macho Camacho. Hector Camacho Macho. Very good, very quick. Wilfred Benitez was really good. I felt bad for him when he lost to Sugar Ray Leonard. That pretty much ended him, but before that, man, he was just dynamic, beating up everybody. I mean, but after that Sugar Ray fight, he still was good. But yeah, that hurt him. I think he fought Tommy Hearns after that too. And Tommy, ate him up. Or was it Marvin Hagler that he fought? One of the two. Max says, greetings, Armor. Oh, snap. Man, sucker punch, man. Wow. Man, Logan Paul's a punk. Wow. Alma says 24-10, Dallas still in the lead third quarter. Okay, goodness sake. Guys, stay with me. I'm going to continue to stay on for a while. Goodness sake. That Logan Paul's a punk, man. He's a punk. That pisses me off. That ticked me off. Alma Clark says 2.5 stars. Yes, ma'am. Lucas says, but remember, don't send a link on school nights. Yes, sir. I got you, Lucas. Matt says, good match for Jay. Yep, 2.5 stars. Yep, that's what I got. The outfits really helped. Yes, sir. Jay looked good in that match. He really did. All of them did. Richard said, Wilfred Benitez was the youngest champion. Yes, he was. Very good, man. Very good. Oh, yeah, I got to throw – well, I would throw Fernando Vargas in there as far as one of the hardest punches in the lighter weights. But Fernando Vargas, man, hey – he has some Antonio Margarito treatment going on there, guys. He just didn't get, dinged for it as much. Because I tell you what, when they had that tournament, I'll never forget it. And he was fighting William Joppy. William Joppy is a great fighter when I think about it. But, man, Fernando Vargas, every time he hit him, you could just hear it sound off. Pow, pow, pow. And I thought I was the only one who did that when I fought people. No, I'm just joking. But, man, you talk about – man, his hands was wrapped so tight and so thick. Fernando Vargas. I'm surprised William Joppy and all those guys, man, did not check. And I forgot who he beat before that. Check him out. But Bernard Hopkins checked it out. And, Fernando got exposed against Bernard Hopkins. Fernando Vargas, not Fernando Vargas, but God almighty, Fernando Vargas is the Mexican dude that I'm talking about Felix Trinidad, Tito Trinidad. Yeah, Tito Trinidad to me, that man, he's like Antonio Margarito. I don't think he was putting plaster on there to make him harder, but he had his hands loaded up. But Antonio Margarito, that's the guy should have went to jail for that, man. That what he did to Miguel Cotto. That didn't make no sense. And I'm not a Miguel Cotto fan, but that didn't make no sense. And I think Sugar Shane Mosley beat Miguel Cotto. I done went back and watched that fight a couple times, man, but he beat Miguel Cotto. All right, but Miguel Cotto was a great fighter. But, yeah, Margarita, I was mad about that. But Margarita, I like Margarita. And then to find out he did that crap, I was like, forget that, and Shane made him pay. Magnum says, wow, what happened to Cena? He got knocked out, man. He was out there talking to Nick, to Nick. What is Nick? What is Nick's last name? But, so Nick Aldis, he's out there talking to him and everything. And next thing you know, Logan Paul come running up behind him, moved Nick Aldis out of the way and threw a right cross and knocked John Cena out completely. Take me off. Christine Saucy Girl says Titans over the Vikings 17-10. Thank you, Christine. Alma Clark says, what's up, Mag? How are you doing this evening? Prayers for you, Mag. But, yeah, that pretty much made me mad. That made me upset. I got a little angry on that. But, yeah, I appreciate everybody, each and every one coming in. Hey, before you leave out of here tonight, go ahead and hit that like, share, join. And, hey, if you're over on Facebook, that's what you do. Like, share, join. You're on YouTube, like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell, ding, ding, ding. So you know when we're on, just like times like these. And do the same thing over on Twitch. And if you're on X, you catch us on X, formerly known as Twitter. Hit that like, share, tweet, and retweet. I appreciate everybody coming in. All right, Mag. Mag says, Alma Clark, thank you, Alma, and prayers to you as well, my sister. But I'm about I'm going to get off here, guys, and I'm going to come back on. I'm talking about some old school wrestling. Richard, I know you like that. So, Richard, I look forward to seeing you in here. But, guys, I'm going to come back on here in just a little bit, and I'm going to talk about that. I think I'm going to turn it over and watch a little bit of some of this foosball going on. I'm going to watch some foosball, guys. I'm going to go check out I'm going to check out the high school game, see if that's still going on. Check out the score on that, and then I'll look at some of these some of these preseason games. But I'm going to come on here and talk about some old school wrestling, guys, here in just a moment. Armor Clark says, thanks, Matt. Christine Saucy Girl says, Logan Paul is a punk, blankety blank blank. I hear you, Christine. That made me mad. That made me upset. But, hey, I thought SmackDown was pretty good, guys. I thought SmackDown was pretty good tonight. I'm going to have to go between the 3 to 3.5 stars, guys. I gotta go between 3 and 3.5 stars tonight, guys. I'm gonna roll with 3.5 stars, man. I enjoyed SmackDown. I did. I enjoyed it. But I mean, I know they're gonna have haters and everything, because now it seems like everything that WWE does, everything that but everything that my man Triple H puts out, everybody is dogging it now, man. I think the backlash has finally pretty much come to haunt him. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna roll with that 3.5. My girl Alma Clark says 3.4 stars, which is 3.5 stars. But yeah, I gotta go with 3.5. SmackDown was pretty good tonight, man. I have no qualms. I have no reason to hate it, guys. I don't have no complaints. Except for, the second match, I think second match, if some interference or whatever. I didn't like all the interference, especially the Charlotte Flair match with Piper Niven. I didn't like all that, but hey, I can roll with it. I'm good, guys. But hey, tonight's been pretty good. Tonight has been really good. Let's see. Mag says I'll go 3 stars for SmackDown. Mag, yeah, anywhere from 3 to 3.5 stars, I'll say. But I think I'm gonna pump it up, man. I think I'm gonna go and pump it up. But I can see 3 stars, 100%. But yeah, I want to give it. Yeah, it's kind of hard to give it 3.5 stars, and I think a lot of it has to do with the commercials too. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it at that 3.5, man. I'm gonna go ahead at 3 to 3.5. And I know, man, I'm being a little generous. I do feel I'm being a little generous. I keep on, I keep on having to give myself something. I keep having to boost myself to keep it up at that 3.5 stars. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and roll with it at 3.5 stars. But I definitely respect that. 3 stars for Mag, and like I said, my girl Alma Clark says 3.4, which is 3.5 stars. But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming in. Like I said, guys, I'm gonna come back in probably about 20 to 30 minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and all right, Christine says 3 stars. She gives it 3 stars. So we got 2 against 2. So I'm gonna go anywhere between 3 stars and 3.5 stars. Look, this is what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and roll 3 stars, and a thumbs up tonight, because it was very good. I give a thumbs up tonight for the content and the matches, everything. 3 stars and a thumbs up instead of that 3.5. What man Alma went ahead and went with. I'm gonna take that down and give it a thumbs up. So 3 stars and a thumbs up, and I will give it. Let's see, with that 3 stars and a thumbs up. But hey, definitely give thumbs down to all the commercials. It's just a little too much, guys. And I think it forces WWE to overproduce the shows. Straight up. But I appreciate everybody coming in, rocking with the Straight Up Wrestling Show. Guys, have a great night. Go ahead and watch those, go ahead and watch foosball, man. I know I like to call it foosball, but I love football. Go ahead and watch the football games. And like I said, I'm going to go over here and see if I can check out the rest of this high school game, and then I'm gonna check out some of these preseason games that's going down. And hey, I'm gonna come back on. I'm just gonna come back on and talk a little bit of wrestling, talk a little bit of old school wrestling. You want to come on in, check me out. I might be on for 30, 45 minutes. Just pretty much just taking up some time, man, and talk about some of the things that attracted us to this great sport of professional wrestling, guys. And it is a sport, in my opinion. But, guys, I will see you guys in just a little bit. Talk to each and every one of y'all a little bit later. My man Matt says, great, Harry. Looking forward to your opinions later, Harry. Appreciate it. See you guys in just a little bit, man. Y'all have a great night. Hey, the ones who don't make it back in, have a great night. I'll talk to you guys later. Stay straight up. Peace.